All right, Shalom. This is Ariel Ben Yasharala, GMS Lions Den. First and foremost, we God praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Ha Rakah Kodash Ma'amath. A double honors to the elders and apostles, a great millstone. And it's to sit the water to the Akim, the Aquatim, and the children that's pushing the truth with sincerity. I just want to come with just really two scriptures. I don't really got a name for the lesson. This is 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "For Yahweh hath not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind." So Most High did not give us the spirit of fear. Fear is uncertainty. Fear is not knowing what's going to happen. And as a so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, who are truly the Israelites of the Bible, knowing who you are, knowing who Yahweh is, you shouldn't have the spirit of fear. That's why in Second Ezra chapter 14, verse 14, it says, "Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature." Being a person in this society, people have weak natures. From the movies and TV shows that we watch, all the characters go off their own emotion and they do really, really idiotic, moronic stuff, and that plays a part in real life because people start to emulate that subconsciously without knowing it. So we have to let go from ourselves mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. So casting off the burdens of man would be worrying about what you're gonna do tomorrow, because Most High is gonna take care of that. All right, you don't even know if you're gonna live tomorrow to do something tomorrow. All right, bills and stuff like that, and work, and of course, you got to pay bills to live and stuff like that. But at the same time, if if the animals, if they don't farm, they don't reap nor sow, but yet they eat. They always have a place to stay. You're a lot more important to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai than a bird or a dog or a cat is. So you have to just put that in Yahweh's hands. Not saying just sit down in one spot and Most High gonna bring stuff to you. Of course, faith make things possible, but it don't make things easy. So we have to cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and going back to 2 Timothy, Most High has not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, of love, and of a sound mind. Of a sound mind, because you have to have a sound mind to be in this truth and to keep living in this world, because you learn who you are, you learn who Yahweh Shemi Hawashai is, but you have so much wickedness coming towards you even more, because you know who you are. They want to pull that seed, they want to rip that seed from you. All right, they want to take away your light. I'm gonna keep going with Second Ezra. This is chapter 14, verse 15. I'm gonna start at verse 14 again. "Let go from the mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to fly from thee, and haste thee to fly from these times." Haste thee to fly from these times. You gotta, what's the scripture? Set your treasures of heaven, where neither moth nor rust can corrupt. All right, set your mind, your la'ab, on things above, things in the heaven. All right, we're not supposed to be worried about, all this vanity that's here on earth. All this wickedness. We're not supposed to be. Of course, we can think about it, write lessons about it, look into it, give a look at it with a spiritual eye, but you're not supposed to be like giving your energy into it. Like how people give their energy into football. It's cool to play football, but when you're like living and working for the system, it's completely different. I'm gonna go to verse 16. "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." I'll reread that again. "For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter." So the plagues that was put on Egypt are going to be worse. The plagues that are going to be put here in America during time of Jacob's trouble are going to be worse, 10 times worse than the plagues that were in Egypt during Exodus. All right, and during our time, when you seeing people get like slaughtered in the streets, and you seeing people, just literally go crazy, you have to have a sound mind. You can't have fear, and you have to have the spirit of love and power and of a sound mind to go through something like that, because it's going to be a very, very chaotic time. Verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Con. So the people that dwell here in the earth, we all dwell here in the earth, but they dwell here in the earth mentally. They give their energy unto the system, unto this world. The more evil shall the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Con. So we must do our best to pray, to do sit down videos, and to break bread with the Akim, and to really eat as much as we can, of these scriptures, to find out who we were in our past life, and to find and to make sure, not make sure, but to also do our due diligence to walk the path that we're supposed to be walking for Yahweh Shem Yahshua, by having not the spirit of fear. All right, let go from ourselves mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, have the power, have the spirit, have the spirit of power. All right, and have the spirit of love, and love is doing the commandments. All right, and with that, I want to say shalom.